What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media back with another video. So from the title of this video, you guys already know we're heading to a Honda dealership. The closest Honda to us here in Austin is Howdy Honda, so we're heading over there right now. You might be wondering, what are we doing at Honda? Are we picking up a new car? Do you mean like buying a new car? So yeah, let's head to Honda right now and check it out. Just made it here to the Honda dealership. And if you guys didn't know, both myself as well as my girl and her family are all huge Honda people. I have my Honda Civic Si, my RSX, which is an Acura Honda, same. She has a Honda Civic. Her dad has a Honda Accord. Her brother has a Honda Accord. Her sister-in-law has a Honda Civic. So whole family of Hondas. Right now, my girl's driving her dad's Honda Accord, 2008 Honda Accord. And yeah, let's go inside the Honda dealership. And we're here to pick up this car, the 2019 Honda Civic. So I'm behind the wheel of the Honda Civic. So yes, if you guys been watching my vlogs for a while, you will know what happened. This happened almost, I'm gonna say almost 2 months ago. I'll be telling you guys the story later, but this car does not belong to me. It's actually my girl's car. So again, this is her 2019 Honda Civic. Yeah, just came to pick it up here at Howdy Honda. So just made it back to the house. So before I tell the story, let me just show you guys. Basically, this car has been away for so long, for 2 months, because the whole engine was replaced. Yes, I mean the entire engine. Battery was replaced as well. And then besides that, the oil pan underneath was replaced as well, and the exhaust pipe. So I'm just gonna do a quick little walk around of the car. So again, this is a 2019 Honda Civic sedan. As you can tell, a lot of Hondas in the house. My girl really wanted the coupe, but she got the sedan just for, you know, 4 doors, more functionality. Like I said, got the car brand new. Car has only 20,000 miles on it, just hit 20,000. We got it with pretty much almost no miles. It's been about a year that she owned the car, and then engine blew up. So let me get to explaining what happened. Yeah, so story time here. Right now we're back in my girl's dad's Honda Accord. She's driving it, so I can explain the story. So let's date it back almost 2 months ago. What happened was, I got off work, my girl got off work, she was driving her Honda Civic over to my place, and she was on one of the highways, on the main highways, Mopac here in Austin. You know, she's a really safe driver, just driving, you know, minding her own business, heading to my place in the middle lane, doing the speed limit, probably like 65 miles an hour. And then she saw something from the fast lane, on the toll lane I should say, so 2 lanes over, kind of almost like roll or float over. It was really small. It was almost the size of, maybe the size of a cup. So yeah, it's pretty small. It's kind of like brown in color. She thought maybe it's a cup, or you know, a cardboard or something small. She didn't think too much about it. Again, her car is not modified, so it's not lowered or anything like that. So she just drove right over it, and she literally, from the corner of her eye, she saw that thing kind of float or roll over 2 lanes to the middle lane. So her car drove over it. She heard a little dot sound, and she wasn't sure, you know, what's happened. She just thought maybe, you know, no big deal. In the past, many years ago, she did run over a tire in the middle of the highway, so that's more dangerous in her Mustang back in the day, and everything was fine. So, you know, thinking her new car, it should be fine. What happened was, shortly after that happened, her car started acting up. So I think the check engine light came on, and then it was running kind of weird. So she pulled over on the side, and then she called me, and she was like, hey, you know, something's wrong with my car, it's acting weird. And I didn't know what's going on, because it's a new car. It's a 2019 Honda Civic. Had like 19,000 miles on it back then. Yeah, so it's like pretty much brand new. She had it for about a year. Since brand new, she's the only owner. She never beat on it. She gets all her regular maintenance taken care of. So what happened was, I just, you know, I was at Long Shop, so I asked Long, my mechanic, I was like, hey, you know, what do you think it might be? He's like, it might be a bad battery or a bad alternator, or, you know, maybe the battery terminals are not good or something, you know, something hopefully small and electrical. Even if it's an alternator that's going bad, you know, there's not too bad a fix, maybe a few $100 fix. So yeah, this is what happened. This is what we thought it was. So I was trying to get her to drive down to my place. So if everything's good, I could, you know, charge out her car, or I have an OBD reader, I can plug it in and see what the check engine light was for. So she tried to drive to my place, and about a mile later, she was like, oh no, the car is having issues again. So she called me again. This time the car, same thing, went into limp mode, couldn't really drive. It was just going slower, and then she saw smoke, so she got really worried and you know, scared. Again, she doesn't know anything about cars, you know, and in this situation, she was afraid that something was gonna blow up. All she saw was smoke, car was in limp mode, couldn't really drive, couldn't really accelerate, so she just pulled over on the side of the highway again and called me. So this time I rushed down, and you know, I came to check it out. She called the tow truck driver as well because she didn't feel comfortable driving, and the car just couldn't drive anymore. So I went down, and what happened was, it wasn't what I thought it was. It was an alternator. The oil pan was busted. There was a huge hole in the oil pan. So I don't know what she hit, but maybe it's a brick, I have no idea. But whatever it was strong enough to penetrate to the oil pan underneath her car. Apparently it hit the exhaust as well, so it bent her exhaust, no biggie. It busted a hole in the oil pan. So what happened was, with the oil pan, it leaked a lot of oil, and she, you know, continued driving for a little bit more. So what happened was, yeah, apparently it was bad enough that it drained a lot of oil and affected the engine. So anyway, long story short, we got it towed, brought it to Honda, and Honda being the closest Honda dealership to her place, she was like, let's just, you know, let's get it towed there. At first, the guys at Honda wasn't sure. They thought it's just an exhaust fix and an oil pan fix. So fingers, we were crossing our fingers. If it's a small fix, that will be all, you know, just topping up oil, new oil pan, exhaust, and they quoted her $1,000 to get it fixed. So yes, I know it's really expensive, but then again, it was $1,600. Okay, sorry, $1,600 to fix the exhaust, to put on the oil pan and oil change, which, you know, dealership price is kind of crazy. Anyways, we thought that was all. I think it took about 3 weeks, I want to say, to get all that, because they had to order parts and all that and work on it. And then whenever they took it for a test drive, apparently they said the engine was having issues, so the car just, you know, wouldn't drive good, you know, and engine was affected. So they had to put in a new engine. Thankfully, you know, everything's under warranty because the car's so new, and insurance covered it as well. But like I say, a whole new engine had to be replaced, and then shortly after that the battery had to be replaced as well because it was sitting for so long. But this process has been about 2 months. It was over a month that, you know, since they replaced the engine. It kind of sucks because she didn't have a car to drive, so both the insurance company and Honda didn't offer a loaner car, which, yeah, like I said, it's kind of hard to get around. Thankfully, she has her dad's Honda Accord, which is driving right now. But again, it's really inconvenient. I just wish, you know, the insurance or the dealership would have offered a rental car, a loaner car. If she were to rent a car, average rate is about $20 or $30 per day. She would have been paying over $1,000 just for a rental car. Anyway, got the car back. Like I said, I don't have the bill here with me, but I'll show you guys once I'm back at the house. The bill totaled up to $12,000. $12,200. I'm not kidding. $12,000. So brand new engine, new battery, new exhaust, new oil pan, oil change, of course.
Battery was under warranty for cars, so that was okay. So the engine and oil pan and exhaust is the one that insurance covered, but not under the Honda's warranty. It's because of the insurance paid and everything.
Yeah, so insurance paid more of it. I think her deductible is $500, so she had to pay $500, right?
Yeah.
So $500 is all she paid. Again, it kind of sucks because there's money she wouldn't have spent. Again, really unlucky, really unfortunate. She didn't hit anyone, no one hit her. It's just something on the road, just road debris. So yeah, whenever I'm home, I'll just show you guys the little invoice. Like I said, crazy, $12,000. So here's the invoice from Howdy Honda. So basically it says hit object on road, engine leaking oil, a whole breakdown. Like I said, initially it was about $1,500 or so for the new oil pan as well as the exhaust pipe. And then they had to replace the engine. So the whole engine had to be replaced all that stuff. And then the total right here amounted to $12,274. So that's a lot of money. Again, you know, with a dealership, a lot goes to labor as well. So, but yeah, that's a pretty hefty bill. So yeah, we are glad to get the car back in one piece, but I'm not sure. Hopefully everything drives good. Are you happy to get your car back after like almost 2 months?
Yes, finally. I am so ready for long time.
Yeah, she's been wanting her car for a while.
Patiently waiting, but finally got it.
Yeah, so finally got the car back. My girl's excited to drive it. Again, if you guys are driving, please drive safe. Like I said, sometimes stuff like that happens. She didn't hit anyone, no one hit her, but unfortunately there's something on the road. So just drive safe. To whoever who's watching the video out there, make sure to have your eyes on the road. Again, if you stayed to the end, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. I know this is something that's out of the norm for the videos, but I just wanted to share with you guys a quick little update. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.